Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Daily with me and Landon. We're glad to see you. And for those that don't know, Landon has ClaimRaven. ClaimRaven is the best AI tool out there for veterans. It's not just focused in on one little sliver of what you need to work on. It is the full plethora of resources. And Landon, you've added a bunch more free options. Look, many of the options on there are free. And it's not until you really need to dig in where there's a small little tiny cost. I encourage you to check it out, claimraven.com. And also you have a YouTube channel. Ironically, it's called ClaimRaven. Go there and check it out and subscribe. Join the cause, right? It's all about veterans, helping veterans, and at a low, manageable cost. There's no need for you to pay tens of thousands of dollars for assistance. The majority of the time, we can get through this together. Knowledge is power. Resources are out there for you. And I'll say, look, at some point, there might be something that's so complex that you would need to go to an actual VA attorney. Sure, that's there. And that resource is there if you ever need it. But first and foremost, you can most likely get it done yourself or with the help of ClaimRaven or by reaching out through any of the links in the description below to help you with your claim. Landon, let's talk about some of the free resources that you have on claimraven.com.
Yeah, sure, man. It's good to be back on the channel. Now I've been working a lot, like taking internal stuff that I use kind of behind the scenes to power the tools and just like helpful things that I've been putting together to power the tools. But I've been taking a lot of those databases and knowledge bases or whatever, foundational knowledge sort of, for lack of a better term, like a database or whatever, and bringing that out into the public. So for example, conditions library, I track like 70 something different conditions that I've published information on. Each of those conditions, there's information from the board, from all the BVA data research, obviously all the DC codes and everything like that. And I know some of those are already public, but as far as the BVA research on the conditions library, that is now out in the open. Let's go to, I'm just looking at the website right now. So let's go to the VA claim research page. So this one, the disability claim statistics from the BVA, this is very higher level. There's a lot more granularity that I have internally that I haven't released, but this is all very high level, but it's still very, very useful and no one else is talking about it. So this is just like a study from just about 50,000 BVA decisions from the whole corpus that I have. So that's going to show you, let me just click on it right here. It's going to talk about board appeals.
Are you able to share that screen?
Yeah. Here. Let me share. Can you see the screen now?
Yep.
Okay. So grant rates by Nexus quality. Okay. Like I know everyone says get a good Nexus, but what does that actually mean? Stuff like this is going to answer that question. What does that actually mean? And it's going to tell you, like, look here, if you have a strong Nexus, look at the grant rate associated with that. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is the exact reason, but there's a strong association there. And you're going to have to figure out what is strong, adequate, weak. What does that specifically mean? And that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to be publishing here in the upcoming weeks or whatever. Board outcomes by decision. It's kind of good to know, like, what are your odds going in? If you take this to the board, generally, what do you see at the board as far as success rates? Secondary claims. These are just, like I said, these are just higher level insights that I've began to share now. So it gets way more granular, but claims for secondary conditions are far worse than primary claims. That gap disappears once you hold evidence quality constant within the same Nexus tier. Secondary claims granted at essentially the same rate as primary claims. So this is all stuff that you can go and read, and it's going to help you put your evidence together and know, okay, if this makes it all the way down the road, what are the things I'm going to have to put together? But also, if you put those things together early on and then you submit it and you submit the strongest possible package you can, then you have a better chance. Like, you just have a better chance. So
yeah, you know what, that is such the important takeaway. And I talk about it all the time, Landon. It's about getting it right the first time. There's so much power that you have. And when you file that intent to file, number one, that allows you to drop your shoulders a little bit. You're not going to lose any of your earliest effective dates there. You got your back pay in place for once you get it actually decided. And it lets you now have time to develop your claim. Many veterans out there take not enough time. They rush through it. They try to get it all together so they can get it filed and submitted because they want the end result. But you're not going to get the end result that you want unless you spend the time to develop your claim properly. Evidence is key. Your story matters. Your statement, your personal statement on the 21, 41, 38, your buddy statements or witness statements on the 21-10210. Those forms are there for you to complete. You can utilize Claim Raven to help draft this information for you. Those things do matter. Now, we've heard, Landon, some raiders, former raiders out there say that they discredit or they would discredit the usage of AI submitted materials. Yeah. I'm going to tell you that I've had a real current raider on the channel, and we should all do a video together soon, Landon.
Yeah,
the Grumpy Taylor came on, and he said the VA came in and was telling them that they need to make sure that they are giving the proper weight to evidence received. They're not the police of it all, including DBQs. He leaned forward on DBQs that if it comes from a private doctor, that they have to give it the proper weight. Look, this is a doctor that's signing off on this. Who are you to discredit something unless it's glaring? Obviously, glaring. You cut something out of the rating schedule and you pasted it on there and taped it, and there's tape, and you made a photocopy. Obviously, that's fraud. Don't do that. Yeah. Anyway, so back to you, Landon.
Yeah. So just to kind of piggyback off that for just a quick second, if they have the credential, then okay, fine, great. They did it maybe a little bit outside it, not even outside of the lines, but in a little bit of a more creative way, I guess, to kind of get, because going to C&P exams, you're going to run into examiners who just fucking hate veterans and they don't want to grant shit. And that's just the way it is. Like, you have nurses who kill patients. I mean, period. It's like, some people are weird, man. Some people are just weirdos and they do weird shit. So,
and if you get a glimpse that somebody's weird and you have an option, run.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, back to putting evidence together. Grant rate rose with every additional evidence type discussed in the decision. So 6+ evidence types, your grant rate, it's like, it's going to go up and up and up. If you put all of these good pieces of evidence together, it's going to be hard to ignore.
Right. The data doesn't lie.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't lie. So anyway, just going through some more of these resources. Now, everyone has a claims guide, like, oh, hey, check out my PDF. It's 5 pages. It's going to tell you what to do. I have put so much time into this, the complete VA disability claims guide. First of all, it's going to be all online. Like, you can just go access this anytime you want. But each chapter is going to be really, really substantial. But if you want to download it as a PDF, it's 82 pages long. Okay, so whatever. You take that with you on your iPad when you're sitting for an appointment or whatever. Condition intelligence PDF. Now, let me just open this up or see if it'll open up on this screen. I don't know if it will. It's 40 megabytes. Okay, so there's a lot. Okay, can you see? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me share this one.
Still the same thing.
Let me Hold on. I'm going to stop the screen. I'm going to share this one real quick. Okay. Can you see that one?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So condition intelligence, essentially, like I said, 73 conditions. So this is going to break down by condition, basically the overview, all of the highlighted overview stuff that you should know, kind of like a, oh my God, my brain is not working today. It never seems to work when I'm on the channel.
That's awesome.
Anyway, all of the grant rates, denials, remands, in short, what's going to help with this particular condition based on the evidence patterns at the BVA from what I'm extracting from the cases. So this is just going to be boom, boom, boom. It's going to go through all of these conditions. That alone, dude, is like, no one's doing this. No one's doing that. So that's available on the site. Now I will exit out of that and I'll just go back to my screen real quick. So that's available. The guides, I just finished those and uploaded those to the website. So those are available. What else we got? There's a ton of stuff, dude. M21 updates, M21-1, and a bunch of new, I think you might like this too, and cut me off if I'm rambling, but a lot of these military job translations. So I've been putting a lot of effort into Resume Raven too, and just trying to have like a database of military to career or military to civilian career helper resources. So I've been putting that together too. But anyway. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's trying to talk when I'm on mute. So here's my suggestion to people. Check out claimraven.com. And start just clicking on things. Go around, check it out. You're not going to break it. Go in there and mess around and see what's in there. I will tell you that not only will you become smarter with your own VA disability compensation claims, but you'll also become a resource for your friends and family who might be looking to do something. And you can help kind of give them some tidbits and then drive them to Claim Raven as well, drive them to the YouTube channels if they're not already subscribed and so forth. Look, at the end of the day, we are all in this together, and many hands make light work. Your comments, things that you know, things that helped you, those comments help others. And, every single thumbs up, every single minute watched helps to spread the word further. So with that, Landon, thank you so much for making it on. We do appreciate you very, very much. With that, thanks again. We appreciate it. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.